Hello, welcome back to Plus and Minus, the YouTube channel that gives you the plus and minuses. Today we're going to be looking at the decision trees. This is part of business objectives and strategy. So hopefully you enjoy. If you're liking the channel, please subscribe because it will do me a favour, basically. And it will do you a favour because you'll get more good content at your doorstep. So let's rock and roll. Anyway. Let's get into the pluses then. It's simplistic visual method to aid decision making process. So obviously this is good because it's easier to calculate, easier to look at, and basically more employees will be able to do it. Less hassle, less stress, can motivate employees. Yeah. Next plus, so it's relatively quick and cost effective. So again, if it's quick and cost effective, then a business is going to have a larger profit margin, then they'll be more likely to have a larger profit, and this can be used to grow the business. At the end of the day, this is only a decision tree. It's only a decision making tool. So you want it to be cheap. You don't want it to cost loads because, well, then it's going to hinder your decision making in the first place. Right, next plus. It attempts to account for the risk level compared to other methods. So this is actually really good because it's important to measure the risks, because if you don't know the risks, then it's giving you a false answer, really. Business always looks at the risks. A good business always looks at the risks. You should always use this in evaluation, looking and challenging the risks in a case study, because this is what will end up affecting the business negatively at some stage in its lifetime. So by analysing this, you can prepare quicker, and therefore the consequences of these risks will be less drastic. Final plus for decision trees is that it may be accurate if similar selection of choices have been made before. So if you keep on using this tool, then it's going to be even easier to use and maybe more accurate because the figures will be used from the same tool, if you see what I'm saying. Right, let's look on the minuses. There are quite a few minuses, let's not forget, so let's get right into them. It much depends upon the accuracy and reliability of figures used. So if managers feel like they want to, say for example, right, I'm an Arsenal fan, right? Say this guy comes in and he wants to buy Arsenal Football Club, or he can buy Newcastle. What are you going to prefer to do? You're going to prefer to choose Arsenal because in the long term they're a bigger club and they'll probably generate more money. So, like I said, it is prone to bias, and if the results are prone to bias, then is there any point in using it if it's not really that accurate? Furthermore, there's no mention of time period over which the decision is based. So again, looking at the time is very important because, well, how do I phrase this? If it takes a long time, then that's not good. But if it takes too short a time, then that's not very good at all either. So you need to get that balance right, and you need to be, well, if you don't know how long it's going to take, well, again, that's going to hinder your actual decision making. Another negative, is that it's qualitative evidence is ignored. So these two last points, they kind of mix and match together. Basically, it's very quantitative. This means, okay, it's less subjective, so it's easier to compare, easier to work out maybe. But by ignoring these factors, it does lead itself prone to bias, and therefore, whilst the data is easier to calculate, it's not quite accurate, not quite reliable, and it may lead you to go for one decision when really you should have gone for Y. You could go for X and you should have gone for Y, really. So yeah, anyways, if you've got any questions, please leave comments down below. I haven't said this in my videos, but I should stress that because I do want to help. It's helping me, I'm helping myself, but I'm also helping you. So it's a win-win, really. But yeah, And obviously, you'd always ask me because, well, ta-da! Anyways, see you in a bizzle.